I've been leaning on cracks in the silence, where the world feels too heavy to stand. Every breath is a battle of memory. Every hope slips like sand through my hands. I've been talking to shadows and ceilings, in a room where my strength disappears. And I wonder if heaven remembers a man who is drowning in fear. But I still believe in the light you promised me, even when I cannot see. Through the valley, through the grief, you are closer than I breathe. And I fall, but I don't fall away. You are holding what I can't save. From the ashes of my broken yesterday, you still call me by name. You still call me by name. I've been wearing regret like a shadow, letting guilt speak louder than truth. If I had done it differently, feels like chains I can't undo. But somewhere beneath all my sorrow, a whisper keeps breaking the night, like a flame in a storm, refusing to surrender its light. From the ashes of my broken memory, you still call me by name. I thought I was too far gone, too many mistakes, too many nights without you. But then I heard it, not loud, not angry, just love. You said, son, I never left you. You said I carried every scar. Even when you could not reach me, I was holding where you are. Now the chains begin to shatter, and the darkness starts to fade. I am standing in your presence. I am not the man I made. And I still believe in the lie you promised me. Now my heart is finally free. Through the sorrow, through the grief, you became my victory. And I fall, but I don't fall away. I am held in mercy's embrace. From the ashes of my broken yesterday, you still call me by name. Oh, dust to dust, I still believe you are here. walking through hours of thunder, with a heart that forgot how to pray. Every step feels like borrowed courage. Every night steals pieces away. I've been talking to silence like an old friend who never quite answers my call. And I wonder if heaven is watching a man who is barely at all. But I feel you under the weight of mercy, lifting what I cannot hold. In the breaking, in the hurting, you are more than I was told. And I fall, but I don't fall alone. You are strength inside my bones. Even when I lose my way in the dark, you are written on my heart. I've been drowning in echoes of failure, letting yesterday steal my name. Every scar tries to tell me I'm finished. Every regret speaks guilt and shame. But there's something still breathing beneath it, like a flame that refuses to die. And it whispers through all of my ruins, you were made for more than goodbye. And I feel you under the weight of mercy, breaking every chain I made. In the sorrow, in the hurting, you are steady, you won't fade. And I fall, but I don't fall alone. You are closer than I've known. Even when I lose my way in the dark, you are written on my heart. I used to think I had to fix myself before I came back to you, but I don't have anything left to fix. Then you said, I never asked you to be whole alone. You said I already made you mine. Every fracture, every sorrow was a place for grace to shine. Now I'm trembling in your presence, like a man who's been set free. I was lost inside my breaking, now your love is carrying me. And I feel you under the weight of mercy, and I will never be the same. Through the ashes, under the weight of mercy. I am home. I've been walking with stones in my pockets. Every step feels like sinking sand. The nights are long as unanswered prayers, and I don't even know who I am. The mirror don't speak like it used to, just a shadow staring back at me. Lord, if you're out there in the silence, I'm too tired to even believe. But somewhere in the quiet, I heard my name, like a flame that refused to fade away. Through the wreckage, through the shame, you were calling me again. And I fall, but I don't fall alone. Even lost, I'm never on my own. In the echo of your grace I am found, pulled from the dark into holy ground. I've wrestled with doubt like a demon, sat in ashes of broken prayers. Every why was a heavy burden, every if just a vacant stare. I said, God, if you're really listening, why does the night feel so long? But even my anger was trembling, like a man still holding on. And somewhere in the quiet, I heard my name, like a storm breaking through the rain. Through the fire, through the pain, you were holding me the same. And I fall, but I don't fall alone. Even lost, I'm still brought home. In the echo of your grace I am found. You lift me up when I hit the ground. I remember the night I gave up trying to be strong. I said, Lord, if you're real, I don't have anything left. And in that silence, I thought I was gone. But you said I never left you. You said I carried you through. Every tear I thought was wasted was a prayer I never knew. Now the walls that held my sorrow are trembling into light, and I'm singing through the ruins. I was blind, but now I rise. And in the quiet, I know my name. No more running from the pain. Through the ashes, through the flame, you were with me all the same. And I fall, but I don't fall alone. I am yours, and I'm finally home. In the echo of your grace I am found, forever held, forever crowned. I hear you now, silence. I hear you now, and I am not alone. I've been counting my sorrows like footsteps on a road that don't lead anywhere. Every burden I carry feels heavier than the answers I'm desperate to hear. My hands are worn like an old confession. My faith is thinner than morning light, and I whisper into the empty ceiling, are you even listening tonight? And I hear you in the stillness call my name, soft as rain, but stronger than my shame. Through the breaking, through the strain, you keep holding me the same. And I fall, but I don't fall apart. You're the keeper of this tired heart. In the quiet where I thought I'd disappear, you were always near. I've tasted the dust of my questions, worn out like a chain on my soul. Every why turned into a canyon, every step felt losing control. I said, Lord, I'm too far gone to find you. If your mercy, why do I feel this cold? But even my breaking was a doorway to a love I never was told. And I hear you in the stillness call my name, like a fire that refuses to be tamed. Through the sorrow, through the rain, you were harboring every pain. And I fall, but I don't fall apart. You are healing what is torn apart. In the quiet where I thought I'd disappear, you were always near. I used to think silence meant absence, like you had turned your face away from me. But now I see, the silence was you waiting for me to stop running. So I lay down every reason, every wound I tried to hide, and I feel your hands of mercy pull me back into the light. No more fighting in the darkness, no more calling out alone. You were never far behind me, you were bringing me back home. And I hear you in the stillness call my name, and I When the night learns my name, it learns I am yours, and I am not alone. I've been carrying mornings like burdens, dragging yesterday through my soul. Every sunrise feels like a question that I no longer control. I've been whispering into the distance, like a man who forgot how to trust. And the world keeps on spinning around me, but I'm fading back into dust. Still I hear the voice that stayed with me when I was nothing but empty. Through the silence, through the sea, you were reaching out for me. And I fall, but I don't fall away. Your love is stronger than my pain. Even when I lose my way in the night, you become my light. I've been haunted by pieces of yesterday, by the weight of the things I regret. Every memory feels like a courtroom where mercy is something I forget. But somewhere beneath all the chaos, there's a heartbeat I cannot deny, like a song that was buried in ashes, still learning how to fly. And I hear still the voice that stayed with me, even when I couldn't see. Through the sorrow, through the grief, you are closer than belief. And I fall, but I don't fall away. You are holding me today. Even when I lose my way in the night, you become my light. I thought you left. I thought I had gone too far this time. But then I heard it again, calling me back. You said I'd never move from your side. You said I'd never let you go. Even in your deepest valley, I was the one who carried your soul. Now the chains are turning to silence, and the shadows start to flee. I was never truly falling. You were falling over me, and I still hear the voice that stayed with me. Now I finally believe. Through You stayed, you stayed, and I am yours. I carried stone on tired shoulders, Lord. Each step of prayer I couldn't speak no more. The road was long, the night was cold and thin, and I forgot where I was going in. My hands were empty, but they still held on to broken dreams that wake me like a song. I called your name, but it faded in the rain, and all I heard was my own shame. Then in the silence, you called my name, not in thunder, not in flame, just a whisper through the dark I couldn't see. You were closer than the air to me. Oh, I was lost, but you were not done. You are the light that still finds the ones who fall apart and barely breathe, and somehow still believe. I walked through shadows, wearing doubt like skin, wondering if grace could ever let me in. My faith was cracked, my strength was running thin, but still you waited where I've always been. I argued with the echo in my soul. Am I too broken now to ever be whole? But even in my breaking, I could feel a mercy that refused to leave. While in the silence, you called my name, like a fire that won't be tamed, pulling pieces of my heart back into peace, teaching me how to finally believe. Oh, I was lost, but you held on through every night. I thought you were gone. You are the love that won't let go of me. You set the prisoner free. I thought you left me. I really did. I thought I was too far gone this time. But then I heard it, not outside, inside my chest. A voice like water over stone saying, you were never out of reach. And I fell to my knees in the ruins of me, and for the first time I could finally see. In the silence, you called my name, and nothing ever stayed the same. You turned my ashes into living praise. You held me through the breaking waves. Oh, I was lost, but now I stand with scars still healing in your hand. You are the hope I breathe and see. Forever woke up to the weight of everything I lost, counting every mile, never counting cost. The mirror didn't know the man it showed, just a weary soul too tired to go. I prayed in fragments, broken and small, like empty echoes bouncing off the wall. And I wondered if heaven even hears a voice drowned underneath its fears. But you were there when my strength ran out, when I had nothing left but doubt. You held me closer than the air I breathe. You carried what was crushing me. Oh, I was fading, losing ground, but grace came rushing in and found the parts of me I couldn't save, and called me out of the grave. I walked through valleys I named goodbye, where hope gets thin and reasons die. I tried to stand, but I fell again, like I was chasing shadows in the wind. And I asked the dark, is this all there is? But silence answered with a gentle twist, like something holy breaking through, saying I'm not done with you. Oh, you were there when my strength ran out, when my voice turned into doubt. You never left me in the storm I made. You never let my heart decay. Oh, I was sinking, losing sound, but mercy pulled me from the ground. And in my weakness I found you were always around. I thought I had gone too far this time. I thought even God had turned away from me. But then I heard it, not loud, not harsh, just truth. You are still mine. And I fell into the arms I didn't know were there, like a father catching every tear and prayer. Oh, you were there when my strength ran out, when the night was full of doubt. You turned my broken into testimony. You wrote your mercy all over me. Oh, I was lost, but now I'm found, no longer chained, no longer bound. You are the song my soul sings out when my strength runs out. Now every breath I take is new, because I was carried through by you, only you. I wore my silence like a second skin, hiding every place I'd fallen in. The world kept turning, I stayed behind, lost in the corners of my mind. I tried to pray, but words fell through like broken glass I couldn't use. And I thought you'd turn away from me, like I turned away so easily. But still you stayed when I let go, when I was was drifting far below. You didn't leave me in the dark I made. You met me there, unafraid. Oh, I was nothing I could trust, but you turned ashes into dust and breathed your life into my pain. You called my name again. I walked through nights that never ended, with every hope I'd ever mended. Now torn apart by my own hand, I couldn't even understand why love would reach into this mess, why mercy wouldn't just forget. But every step I tried to take, you were the ground I couldn't shake. Still you stayed when I was gone, when I forgot how to hold on. You didn't change when I fell apart. You still believed in my heart. Oh, I was broken, far from grace, but you never left that place. You turned my sorrow into song and made me strong. I don't deserve this. I know I don't, after everything I've done. But then I felt it, like light through cracked stone. You were never meant to carry this alone. And I broke right there, in the mercy I feared. But love didn't leave, it stayed right here. Still you stayed, through all my shame, through every lie I couldn't tame. You rewrote every failure into praise. You never turned away your face. Oh, I was lost, but now I see you never stopped loving me. You are the reason I remain. Still you stayed, and now I know in every breath I take, love doesn't break, it stays. I built my life on fragile ground, watched it crumble without a sound. Every plan I made turned into dust, every promise lost its trust. I walked through halls of my regret, with every door still swinging yet. And I thought the night had won my name, that even heaven felt the same. But I saw light in my ruins, breaking through, not from me but only you. You stepped into the mess I've made, and every shadow started to fade. Oh, I was lost in what I'd done, but you called me beloved one, and turned the ashes I became into something that bears your name. I try to run from what I am, from every scar and broken plan, but you were closer than my fear, whispering, I am still here. Even when I cursed the night, even when I lost the fight, you never changed your heart for me. You stayed the same eternally. There was light in my ruins, soft and true. It was always coming from you. You called me out again. I thought I had destroyed everything, even myself. But then I heard it, deep inside the broken stone of me. You're still part of my story. And I felt where nothing in me could pretend, and mercy became my closest friend. There is a light in my ruins, shining still, stronger than my broken will. You made a temple from my fall. You turned my nothing into all. I was lost, but now I see you were always rescuing me. And every scar that I retain now sings your name. In every broken piece I find, you were the light all this time. I learned the shape of heavy days, the taste of prayers that fade away. I counted every fault I own, like I was meant to walk alone. The night was long, the road was thin, and every answer turned within. I whispered to the empty air, but found no comfort anywhere. But I was carried by the same hands that hold the ocean, shape the sands. Even when I couldn't stand, you held me still. Through every broken willow, I was sinking far too deep, but you reached down into my grief and pulled me out of what I became, into your name. Oh, I wore my guilt like burning stone, believing I was on my own, and every step just made it clear. I built my prison out of fear, but something holy broke the night. A quiet voice, a thread of light, saying you don't have to hide. I am still on your side. I was carried by the same hands that wrote the stars that formed our plans. You didn't let me fall away. You held me through my darkest day. Oh, I was lost in my own shame, but you still knew my name, and every tear I couldn't hide, you held inside. I don't understand why you would still want me, but then I heard it, like thunder in my soul, gentle and strong. I never stopped, and I broke right there. No strength to pretend, just a God who wouldn't let my story end. I am carried by the same hands that understand what no one can. You turned my ending into grace and gave me back my place. Oh, I was nothing I could say, Still I feel it when I breathe. Those hands still carry